Here's another example of multiplying, again with cross-reducing. So first, let's start off with, see if we can cross-reduce. You could just jump in and start multiplying if you wanted to. 3 times 4, that gives us 12. 6 times 5 gives us 90, all right? But you're going to find out if you use this fraction, you're going to have to be reducing a lot because these numbers are big. Remember, reduce means you have to divide both the top and the bottom by the same factor or same number. To avoid going through all the trouble, I'm going to see if there's a shortcut. And the shortcut is cross-reducing. You look at your numbers diagonally, like so. Let's start off with 3 and 15. Now, a trick you can use when you're trying to cross-reduce is to see if the small one fits into the big one evenly. Can you fit 3 into 15? Yes, you can, because 15 divided by 3 gives us 5. So 3 goes into 15 5 times. So you can use the same number from the two sets, the smaller one, and divide both of them by that same number. Let me show you here what I was explaining. So I use the small one to divide both numbers by. And of course, 3 divided by 3 gives me 1. 15 divided by 3 gives me 5. All right? So I'm going to replace now 15 with 5 and 3 with 1. Let's try the same approach for the other two. Okay, so we're going to cross-reduce. Always check if the small one, which is 4, can fit into 6. This time it doesn't. But just because it doesn't fit into the number doesn't mean we can't cross-reduce. What we need to do is find out if they share same common factor. All right? Or we're looking for the greatest common factor. That's something you should have heard of in elementary. So basically, I'm trying to think of a number that I can divide both these numbers by. That's the biggest possible. Now, yes, you could use 1, but that's going to get you nowhere because what's 4 divided by 1? 4. So you're back where you started. So we're looking for the greatest common factor, which is two numbers that when you multiply to get that number. For example, 2 times 2 gives me 4. And same thing for 6. 2 times 3 gives me 6. So what number do they have in common? Looking at these sets of numbers, obviously it's going to be 2. So I can divide both of these by 2. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to erase this work right here. So now I'm going to divide both 4 and 6 by the greatest common factor, 2. 4 divided by 2 gives me 2. 6 divided by 2 gives me 3. All right, let me just show what I had just done over here, all the steps. So I got 4 and divided by 2 to give me 2, and I got 6 over here. I also divided by the same number, the greatest common factor. That gives me 3, which is right there. And now comes the last part. Now comes to multiplying. 1 times 2 is 2. 3 times 5 gives me 15. And there's my answer in simplest form.